Hello everyone, my name is Liu Yunshuo. I'm from Taiwan, and today I'm going to present my assignment on the Double Magician Light Robotics Manipulator. I will demonstrate three parts: the forward and inverse kinematics, and interactive GUI, and the inverse kinematic designer, and finally the workspace analysis. Okay, so the part one for an inverse kinematics. First, I build a mathematical model on the one-dimensional light. From this model, I derived the four kinematics equation, which calculate the anti-factor pose given a set of joint angles. Then I applied MATLAB's inverse kinematic solver. With this, I can specify a target and effector position, and the solver automatically provide the required joint angles. And this is how I calculate the forward and inverse kinematic. So you just input your parameter and run this code. And as you can see, this is the forward and inverse kinematic. Okay. Then let's go to the part two, the GUI and the IK designer. So next, I create an interactive MATLAB GUI for robot. And here, I can control each joint using the slider, and the anti-factor position is updated in real time, like kind of like this: the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. Yep. So this allows me to both visualize and validate the forward kinematics model. In addition, I test the robot in MATLAB Inverse Kinematic Designer. Just give it a second. Okay, so select the robot that I just built. Okay, and you can just add a constraint and post constraint and type whatever you want and apply. Close constraint and just go to the solver. Okay, and apply to the solver. So it'll be like this. Here is my anti-factor position. So in addition, I test the robot in MATLAB inverse kinematic designer by setting a marker post constraint on the tool. I can define a target position. The solver then compute the feasible joint configuration, and the robot moves to reach that target. This demonstrates how inverse kinematic can be used to achieve precise anti-factor placement. Okay, the part three, the workspace analysis. So finally, I perform a workspace analysis. Each point in the plot represent a reachable position of anti-factor obtained by sampling different joint angle. Okay, so this is the workspace region. So as we can see, the reachable space is concentrated in front of the base, forming the semi-spherical region. And this analysis is important because it helps us understand the robot's capability and the limitation when planning tasks. Yeah. Okay, so in summary, I have completed the modeling and the analysis of the magician light. This includes forward and inverse kinematic simulation using both custom GUI and the IK designer, as well as workspace analysis. All results have been compiled into a report like this. Here is how I calculate, and this is my code, this is my output, and the workspace analysis, IK designer, and the GUI designer. So this include like forward and inverse kinematic simulation using both a custom GUI and the IK designer, and yeah, the workspace analysis. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'm Yuanshuo Liu.